The South End is a great place to be. The South End has beautiful parks. The South End has beautiful people and beautiful businesses. Locust Point has, famous steamers, and Dolce, she makes a great pizza and calzone. The South End is someplace that should be celebrated.
Yeah, my name is Charles White, and this is my son, Khanye White, and we're residents of Frederick Manor. My son goes to Bester Elementary, and I volunteer for some of the programs around the area to help out in the community. We love it here, and we try to do our best to be a nice fixture to the community and enjoy the South End of Hagerstown.
Being rooted in the South End of Hagerstown, I did not grow up in the South End of Hagerstown, but I started thinking about, I've spent 11 years now of my 31 years in education on the South End of Hagerstown between South High and E. Russell Hicks. So when you ask me that question, the family is what pops up first, because there are so many folks that I have met years ago that now have kids in the system or grandkids, but it all comes back to those families that I had the opportunity to meet many years ago and still communicate with, and it's just been a pleasure. So the family is really pops into my mind.
That to me is the greatest kind of testimony of hope. I mean, much more than any kind of stone statue, when you can see a mother bonding with her baby, loving that child up, taking care of her, when you can see a father participating in, I think, the walking school bus, it melts your heart.
You might have a tragedy or an illness, and I see people say, well, let's start a meal train, or let's, be able to drop off diapers to his mother, or Pediasure to a little boy that might be in need. That, to me, is community, and that's what community is about. If you put the word out there that a family member or someone is in need, for the most part, the community comes together, and I think that's a great thing. And I've noticed that more here on the South End.
As a dad, is that you know who makes up your community. You know everybody by a first name basis. You know that you get to know them and know that they're good people. And because that they're good people, you have that sense of safety, a sense of also of belonging.
The power of a community and the impact it can have on a kid's life and the neighborhood, I firmly believe that it can make the difference for a kid. If there's one caring adult in that neighborhood and kids know that that's the person that if I have a problem, I can go to Mrs. So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so, they've got it made.
Hi, I'm Tim Armstrong. I am the unit director at the Frederick Manor Boys and Girls Club of Washington County here on the South End of Hagerstown. What makes the South End very special to me is that we act as a family. We work really close together to make sure that we're improving problems that need to be solved. We lean on each other. We have great people in the community that want to see everyone succeed. I'd say we're like a team atmosphere over here in the South End. Come to the South End, have fun, and just enjoy yourself.
So the school's role in the community, it's really a pillar. It sits in the center of the South End. It's kind of like the community's hub. A lot of times the building is utilized for extracurricular activities. The outside of the building often is frequented by various community members, children playing on the basketball courts, the playgrounds. It's really the life of the community. It's the safe haven. Kids are there nearly 24/7.
When I first moved to Hagerstown, we had just moved from Arkansas, so it was definitely a big change in environment. And Mr. Sandell really helped me out with all of my schoolwork, helped me make friends. It just felt like I could come to peace with the fact that we had moved. I remember his mom used to bring these brownies, and everybody in the class would go crazy for them. It was just, I think that's the person that I most remember from.
Miss Tapley, she a good teacher. She make funny jokes. Every time she make a joke, I laugh. The whole class laugh. And she nice.
My favorite teacher at Best
Bro, let me
was Henline.
And
Oh my God,
Good
that was a
choice.
good teacher though. This Henline, she's nice.
Working with our community resource officer, Alec Routhier, I'm sure many of you guys know who he is, and working with the children within the schools, within the the South End, other community outreach programs that that are alive and well and have done great within the South End, and just I don't know, just making it work, for our community.
I think that we always need to continue to think about how the community and the school can be all of one rather than being a separate entity. We have to go to school, you have that school, and then, but we need to continue to work together because it really comes back to we're all one at the end of the day anyway.
But I went to E. Russell Hicks for my 7th grade and had a very positive experience there. The teachers, one or two of them were mentors and helped me get through because, you think about different things, and that's really what you want the kids to focus on.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're the Dobre Brothers. I'm Darius.
I'm Lucas. I'm Cyrus.
And I'm Marcus. We're all alumni of South End's, E. Russell Hicks and South High. We're super grateful for all the amazing staff and teachers who has taught us a bunch of subjects in school that we learned, from gym class to history. We've had a bunch of amazing teachers, and they helped us get to where we are today. Big shout out to all of you guys who've helped us. Mr. Harbaugh, big shout out to you. Hope you and your family are doing well. And I just gotta say I'm happy with the way school went, and I don't think you guys could have done a better job.
Yeah, I feel like the South End has really taught me about how to be family. Like, they treated us like family, and I really look forward to the basketball games. The football games are lit. Like, it's so much fun. Chilling with your friends, it's lit.
Yeah, the cafeteria food is so good.
Hey, I like the chicken patties, but can't go wrong with those. Nope. Alec line, you gotta get it.
But actually, the whole society and community created a lot of relationships that we built for the future, so I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, make sure you guys listen to your staff and teachers and be kind to one another. Go out, have fun, socialize with your classmates. We love you guys so much. God bless you. Stay safe.
Peace out.
Peace.
Over the past 5 years, I've really watched neighborhoods come together, and rather than asking for somebody to come solve the problem for them, actively working to solve the problem for themselves and coming together to take care of children, coming together to take care of other families, and becoming a true neighborhood. What we know is that early environments matter. Kids do better when their neighborhood is better.
How you doing? My name is Altamont Mark Wilks, and I'm the owner of Carmens Corner Store at 25 East Antietam Street, right here in Hagerstown. And I like to just say, the South End is making a terrific comeback, and the community is just waiting to really show what it can actually not only give to Washington County, but to the world. And I'm glad to be such a part of it, and I'd like to thank everyone in our community. See ya.
I think one of the more interesting and I think important things that happened in the South End that was really exciting was when the Black Lives Matter caravan came through. Because a lot of our friends were in the caravan, so we got to sit up on the porch with our bells and whistles and show that we support. And said that we supported them.
It's a nice neighborhood to look up to. Kids are always running around playing in the yard. They'll come down before we start working, and they'll knock on the door and like, "Hey, you got any donuts?" And usually I grab one of them and bring them in and let them help me make some donuts or something, or I get them to do a little job, and they get a chocolate milk and a donut or something like that. And eventually, some of them even come to work for us full time. Well, not full time, but part time when they're in high school and things like that. So it's pretty cool.
People living near each other and being able to make friends, it makes this town nicer.
If somebody needs something, they're always there.
Walking around the South End, around Locust Point, stopping in and talking to business owners like Locust Point Market, having a conversation with them. Everything has been positive. They enjoyed seeing us. We enjoyed being in there and talking to them, and then just talking to just people that are on the street, asking them how their day was, and actually getting having a good conversation, a good rapport with them, makes it worth doing the job.
Hi, I'm Kristen Marconi from Locust Point Market, and we just wanted to say how much we like being down in the South End of Hagerstown. It's a wonderful community to be a part of. We've been here for about 35 years, and we like knowing the customers that live in our neighborhood. They come in and we know them by name, know what they want to order sometimes, and it's just nice to see all the positive things down here in the South End. Neighbors helping neighbors, people watching out for each other. We also like the historicness of this area of town, the old buildings, and the architecture is wonderful. And another good thing we're looking forward to is the Community of Hope mural that they're going to be painting on the back of the store sometime this upcoming year, welcoming people as they drive into Locust Point, letting them know they've come to our historic part of town. So we're excited for that. We're excited to see the kids again when all this COVID stuff is over, and they come in before and after school. We miss them telling us about their sports and what's going on at school, so that'd be great. I guess just if you're down here in the South End, please stop in. We'd love to see you. Come have some of our famous steamers, our homemade soups, and our delicious subs. We'd like to get to know you.
Community is important. It helps make changes, even if it's the smallest improvements. And the people is what helps make the change.
I have boys say they play soccer. She plays volleyball. She was able to do the city council and walk to the meetings because the borough box is nearby. Like, everything is just so close. And we totally loved when they built the new library. When we first moved here, we were going, I guess, near Potomac Beach. The library used to be over there. And so having the new library, it was so beautiful. It was really nice seeing it like fresh and brand new, and it was really nice. Like, so I like stuff being close by like that, within walking distance. That's like city life. I like it.
It takes a village to raise a child, and we even said that today in her virtual distance learning class. You know, it's like sometimes you pick up the slack for other people, or you look out for other people, or just knowing that another person's there. And some people have depressing lives. Some people have lonely lives. Some people have happy lives. Some people have, lives that are just waiting for other people to be involved. So it's just good to be out of your comfort zone in your community, knowing the people around you. You never know when you're going to need someone or need some help, or they're going to need you, or just something's going to work out.
Take a walk down the streets. Get to know the people. Say hi, smile. A smile can take you a long way. And when you smile at someone, that will give them the opportunity to open up to you, to maybe talk to you back. Talk to the children. Walk around. Meet your neighbors. See the landscape. We have the walking trail now that goes from one end to the other, really on the south end of town. So take advantage of that if you can.
Hi, I'm Mayor Bob Brucci, and I hope all of you enjoy the Bester Community of Hope's 5th annual Southside Community Block Party. I was born in Hagerstown's West End, lived in the East End most of my childhood, and spent nearly every weekend with my grandparents in the South End at the corner of Rose Hill and Wilson. My father was born and raised in that home, and I have the best childhood memories of spending weekends and summers there. The South End is rich with history and community pride. My grandparents both worked at Victor Products on Pope Avenue, and my grandfather and I would walk there on Friday nights to walk my grandmother home after her shift. It was a grand old building with wide wooden spiral staircase that always fascinated me, and you could usually find me sliding down the polished wooden handrails, something I would get fussed for constantly. From Rose Hill Cemetery to South Hagerstown High School and the Bester Elementary community, to the beautiful city park, there's no place like the South End. My aunt, Jean Brucci, was an elementary teacher at Bester for over 30 years. And speaking of Bester, a shout out to Sarah Mason, the #1 crossing guard in our hearts and the #2 crossing guard in the nation. From National Little League to American Little League and our hometown Hagerstown Suns, baseball has always been a great way for community to gather and cheer on their favorite players. I played at American as a Little Leaguer. Coach Brandy was my coach for the FOP team in the 60s. Mr. and Mrs. Brandenburg spent decades teaching young players how to play the game, how to be a team player, and what sportsmanship was all about. During my administration, we added the Circle of Achievement right across the street from Dept, where we placed the names of those who have contributed greatly to Hagerstown. As a high school student, although I graduated from SprKhanye, I never missed a North-South game. The air was always electric on those Friday nights, and I was able to hang out with old friends and meet new ones. Without a doubt, some of our most shining stars of Hagerstown, our beautiful city park and the Jonathan Hager House, add to the community and beauty of the South End. In 1762, our founding father, Jonathan Hager, loved this area so that he made his home in the South End as he laid out what was first called Elizabethtown, named after his wife. And in 1813, the town was renamed Hagerstown. As I said in the beginning, the South End is rich in history and community pride. And I hope you all enjoy the day and the fireworks tonight.
But when you see genuine joy on the face of a child, that's irreplaceable. And these are moments that define their lives. These are islands of hope that they're going to look back on their own history and say, I really had fun in that moment. And as a guy who's over 50 years old, I can say I do that. I look back at moments of play and moments of enjoyment, and those become, the pearls that string together to make up our life.
Hope definitely lives in the South End. I think if hope lives anywhere, it's in the South End, and it really starts with all the kids.
Spread hope.